Adam, thank you very much for being with us today on the Chronicles. Great to have you
Thanks
here.
for having me.
So, I understand there's a event happening here in Halifax soon.
Yes, that's true.
A big event. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure.
It's called Being Brave, Transforming Our World.
Sure. Yeah, I'm happy to have a chance to talk about this event, this retreat. The retreat itself, called Being Brave, Transforming Our World, is actually the culmination of the last 3 years of these retreats that we've been calling Sangha retreats. And this is a unique one in that we've put a lot of effort behind it in terms of publicity and in terms of attention and in terms of focus on the theme transforming our world. So maybe in order to make sense of that, it will help to step back a little bit and just talk about the history of these Sangha retreats, their original intention and how they've evolved over the last few years. Mm-hmm. So the original idea came from a need, recognized need for people within the Shambhala community and people curious about the Shambhala community to have a chance to meet the Sakyong. Originally, we designed these to be a week of practice where the Sakyong would be present, giving meditation instruction, giving whatever teachings were on his mind, and a chance for newer students to connect with him and meet him. So we tried that out 1 year. I think that was 3 summers ago at Shambhala Mountain Center. And it very quickly became clear that this was not going to be an ordinary week of meditation, and that the program was much more powerful and much more rich and actually involved than just a chance to meditate with the Sakyong. So in part that was because the first year was actually the Sakyong invited Ani Pema Chödrön to teach with him. And so the two of them gave the main talks, and I helped work with the students and kind of facilitate the overall retreat. So there were quite a few hundred people there. I think there were over 300 people there that first year in Shambhala Mountain Center. And it was quite amazing. It was really, really magical. There was a lot of fun. The talks, I remember, being pretty playful and emotional and evocative, hearing the Sakyong kind of playing off of Pema Chödrön and Pema Chödrön playing off of the Sakyong. It also was, well, there's a number of reasons why it was so rich. One in particular is because it was the first time that many students were introduced to some of the culture of Shambhala, the social forms, the cultural forms. Whenever the Sakyong's present, there are certain kinds of attendance and a certain kind of service provided. There was a lot of effort put into making it beautiful with flower arrangements, and for many people, the first time seeing the real cultural manifestation of Shambhala in a bold way. So what dawned on me, actually, Walter, was I started to realize that this was a bit like an outer Kalapa assembly. Mm-hmm. And so for people who are not familiar with Kalapa Assembly, this is a program that has been part of our tradition in Shambhala, where some of the Shambhala forms of our society and our culture was more visible. And we realized that was happening here with very, very new students, sometimes the first time coming to a Shambhala center. And so we had to actually put effort into describing why we have this rich cultural tradition to support the simple meditation practice. So that was fun and interesting to try to bring that out into the world. So anyway, after the course of this first year, it became really clear that what we were working with was not just a chance to meet the Sakyong, but really a powerful introduction to the Shambhala world and social vision, going beyond just a personal spiritual practice and more of an actual attempt to get involved with being of benefit to this planet on a larger scale. After that initial Sangha retreat at Shambhala Mountain Center 3 summers ago, We then had another Sangha retreat that same summer in Chödrön, again with the Sakyong and with myself and Acharya Suzanne Duquette. And so at Chödrön in Vermont, we also had a large gathering of many, many new people and students coming into Shambhala, doing some of our programs and Shambhala training, but who were interested in meeting the Sakyong and wondering if they wanted to go further with this community, kind of checking it out. So it provides that opportunity. And at Chödrön in particular, I remember realizing that the Sangha retreat was just a great way to gather people and just feel out who's coming into Shambhala right now, who's interested in this particular approach and tradition. And I have to say, it was like just so inspiring and exciting to see the incredible intelligence, commitment, experience, skill of the people entering into Shambhala in the present.
Well, that's very exciting.
Yeah, it was completely exciting.
So it starts August 5th, August 5th through 10th, and people are encouraged to do the whole 5 days, I imagine?
Yeah, absolutely. The sense is this is a complete retreat experience. We'll be doing meditation practice daily, and it's an opportunity for people to learn a basic meditation practice for those who don't have one, and for people who do, to deepen that experience. So there'll be meditation. There'll be talks daily, either by Sakyong Mipham Rinpoche or by Pema Chödrön, sometimes both in a given day. And then what we'll do is spend a lot of time actually going in depth in our own experience of what arises based on these talks. And the talks will be challenging us to reflect on what it means to rouse our human dignity and confidence and bravery to face the challenges that we're experiencing on our planet on an ecological level, on a social and an economic level, and how that is inseparable from what could be called spiritual development or training. And this is a passion for both the Sakyong and for Pema Chödrön, for myself, and really is at the heart of the whole Shambhala lineage and Shambhala approach. So that'll be the focus, and it's definitely going to be a complete experience. In addition to the meditation, the talks, and personal inquiry, there will be an opportunity to have small group sessions with the Sakyong, where people will gather and just be with him and practice with him and have a chance to encounter him in a more intimate space. Right now, we're expecting around 700 people, or maybe more, for the Sangha retreat, being brave, in Halifax. So we want to create also a more intimate space for people to meet the Sakyong more directly.
I hope that a lot of people will see this and see you talking about this here and possibly decide to come to Halifax. Look forward to seeing you when you're here, and hope that everything goes well.
Thanks. Yeah, me too. And I'm really excited, and obviously it's incredibly meaningful that it's in Halifax, in Nova Scotia, which is, central to the Shambhala tradition and is really a place seen around the world as a living experiment in good society. And so therefore it's really an honor to have this large event taking place in Halifax and tapping into that energy and hopefully offering something back as well.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us today.
Thanks, Walter. I appreciate it.